Welcome back to Captain Crypto's Compass. Now, we've had a look at Bitcoin's breakout and its potential targets, and we've had a look at Ethereum's potential targets. Let's have a look at Solana. What's possible? What are the charts saying?
Hi, I'm Martin. I'm the founder of Captain Crypto's Compass. I'm a trader and a professor at the Financial Freedom Academy. I am passionate about helping you to achieve financial freedom through the art and the gift of trading. I will be providing you with actionable technical analysis and insights on your favorite cryptocurrency projects to help you make better and more informed decisions. If you're ready to take your trading to the next level, you're in the right place.
Now, I've gone ahead and opened up the 1 week chart for Solana, and let's have a look. What do we see? Now, there is a couple of things that I want to draw our attention to. The first one is the breakout we just saw of the symmetrical triangle on the weekly. We can see here that Solana has formed its bottom here in April 2025 this year. It created this symmetrical triangle shape, and we have just managed to break out of the symmetrical triangle about 2 weeks ago. So what I am looking for here is a continuation push to the upside. But there is some resistance ahead. Now, one of the first things I'm noticing here is looking at the positive news is the 21 SMA, which is the yellow line. We can see that Solana has finally found support with candle body closes above the 21, where it has held the 21 as resistance for a couple of weeks. We've just managed to break above the 21 with the symmetrical triangle breakout as well. And we're currently trying to hold a weekly candle body close above the 50 SMA, which is the green line here. Now, I've marked out a couple of resistance areas for us here, and the first one is obviously this pivot high top at roughly about $182. So we want to see Solana actually hold a candle support above the 50 SMA, and then it will actually build some market structure to try and push into these higher double top pivots we have here at roughly about $250. So we're looking for this pattern to play out, waiting for support to re-enter for Solana. We want to see it hold above the 50, and then it will be in a position to actually try and target these higher levels. Now, something that I've noticed here is also this beautiful ascending trend line we have here from these pivot lows. We can see that if we just draw this pivot line to the upside, it gives us a visual clue of the potential trajectory of Solana now, especially with Bitcoin and altcoins waking up. So keep an eye on this trend line that's also forming here. We do not want to see Solana actually break below this trend line, which is currently sitting at roughly about 150 to about 155 or $58, give or take. So we want to see Solana keep on holding above this key market structure and this trend line. So that will be a clue for us if Solana faces some weakness.
Hey, I hope you're still enjoying the content. Remember to hit the like button, hit the sub button, and to ring the bell for notifications. Your support means the world to me personally, and I cannot do this without you.
Another thing that I had a look at here is just for potential targets for Solana. I've gone ahead and measured the Fibonacci extensions from the previous top here in November 2021 to the bear market bottoms in December 2022. And what it did, it gave me a potential Fibonacci extension target, the 1.272, at roughly about $670. So if Bitcoin can keep on increasing and rising in price, we can see Solana actually has quite a high target at $670. I mean, from the current price range, that's an increase of roughly about 290%. So that looks fantastic for Solana. So we just need to hold market structure, break past this previous double top pattern that we have here at roughly about 250. And what I want to see here is something simple. I want to see Solana break past this double top here and hold support above it. If we can see this, that will facilitate a push higher into these higher extension targets, and the $670 is a 1.272. So fantastic market structure. Solana is looking very, very strong. We can see here that the anchored VWAP pulled from this pivot low here in September 2023, that it has formed support and found support at this line for many, many weeks. We can see the downturn here came into that anchored VWAP. Here in March of this year, we saw the first weakness in Solana, where it actually liquidated all the way back down to our market structure pivots to the left here at roughly about $95. So that was the liquidation run for Solana, and we have managed to create a higher high pivot facing our previous high pivot here and a higher low pivot forming this uptrend with the trend line here. So that's all looking very, very positive. I do want to see a green vector candle coming in here during this push higher. I want to see that volume increasing for a potential blow off top that we need in order to break past this double top pattern. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that. But Solana is looking fantastic, and the target of $670 is quite a high target to have, with an increase of that roughly 290%. So we'll see. As long as Bitcoin can push higher into these extension targets, we can expect Solana to also do very, very well, and it will pay off if it can actually hold support above the 50 and break the pivot high at roughly about $255. So I'm looking out for this pattern and want to see Solana do well during this altcoin season. Peace and love. Happy trading.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell notifications. Also, remember to click the link in the description below to join my mailing list, where I'll be sending you free emails and trading videos, and also market report updates weekly to help you stay ahead of the herd. As always, this community would not be the same without you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace and love. See you next time.